Listen, people, this is the list of the best, strongest STIM Junkie, DMHA, DMAA, and Psittert pre-workouts coming into 2023. Listen, people. Listen, people, I'm right here in the world's only FDA-proof bunker, the only place in the world where the FDA has zero authority to do anything about the STIM Junkie pre-workouts we try here. So this list, like every year, listen, people, I'm going to take you through a bunch of categories. I'm not going to tell you, hey, this one is not from 10 to 1 and this one is the best ever, because there's no such thing. Different pre-workouts provide different experience and they excel at different things. So I'm going to put these things in categories for you people out there. And I'm going to tell you why each and one of these pre-workouts fits the category that I put it in. Yeah, and there's a bunch of them. Now, all pre-workouts on this list are STIM Junkie, DMHA, DMAA, and Psittert pre-workouts. These are crazy stuff. This is why we're in the FDA-proof bunker. Yeah, people. Now, there were, during 2022 and the years before, I reviewed a gazillion pre-workouts. You can find all of these on the channel. So yeah, some of the pre-workouts, some of you tried and liked, did not make this list because otherwise this list would be 2 hours long. There's so many great pre-workouts out there. So the ones that made here are the ones I felt either are just the best out there, and definitely the best out there that are new and fresh, because I know a lot of you guys want to experiment with new stuff. So I also try to bring in some newcomers into this list, people. So let's get into this list. I'm going to do this by categories. I'm going to try and be quick about it. If you want to see the full review, and by the way, find the best deals and coupons with Fitness Dinners. We're always about value for money. I'm going to link below to the full reviews of each and every one of these pre-workouts that I mentioned, so you can get an understanding of the full experience, and also to the page in Fitness Dinners where you can find deals, coupons, save some money while supporting the channel. Listen, people, let's get right into it. Okay, people, the first category I'm going to mention is just great all-around STIM Junkie experiences. So the ones that I'm gonna mention in this category are the ones that you can always go to, get it, and know that you're gonna feel good about the experience. It's a great combination of pumps, energy, mood elevation, euphoria, buzz, and focus, all of them together. These are just great pre-workouts all around. They do not have, and I'm going to mention the ones that are going to come in the next 2 categories, are ones that have some superpower in one of these areas, right? They're just different. They just have an extra thing in one of the categories. This one has, these ones that I'm going to mention are just good all around, feel good experiences. None of them in this category will smack you in the face, side effects, heart rate going up, STIM Junkie experiences to the death. No. These are just ones that you can always go to. Now, if you're a beginner, by the way, this is not the list for you, right? This is the STIM Junkie's strongest pre-workout. Everything here has some DM, something that the FDA doesn't like. Okay, people, the first one in the great, or the best all-around pre-workout experiences, God of Rage by Centurion Labs. So, God of Rage, even though it's mentioned God of Rage, it's not a rage pre-workout. This is just a feel-good, all-around STIM Junkie experience, DMHA pre-workout. This is the second version. In 2023, it's the second version of God of Rage, which is amazing. They added a bit of oomph on the energy. The previous version made my list for 2022. Just an amazing all-around experience. Pumps, focus, energy, good energy, good everything. Love God of Rage by Centurion Labs. If you didn't give it a shot, give it a shot. The second one on this list, Pre-Stack Extreme, makes my list for the 3rd time, I think. Just an amazing DMHA pre-workout. Very similar to God of Rage as far as experience. There, you know, everything is a bit different, but very similar. Just good all around. Pumps are super solid pumps. Puts you in the good zone. Energy is intense, but it's not too crazy. Love Pre-Stack Extreme. Really a place of honor on this list. The third one in this list, on this part of this list at least, is El Jefe by SC Supplements. Listen, DMHA pre-workout. Hits a bit harder on the energy. Has a bit more alpha yohimbine, which is this thing that smacks you in the face. If you're sensitive to alpha yo, you might not want to give this one a shot. But super solid pumps, like real pumps for a STIM Junkie pre-workout. STIM Junkie pre-workouts are not necessarily very good at pumps. Super good pumps, feel good, in the zone energy, long lasting, no crash, no nothing. El Jefe by ASC Supplements, just a great all around, feel good, nootropic experience. Really good. Listen, people, give this one a shot. The 4th one on this list is the Assassin by Apollo Nutrition. Now, one of the things with Assassin, so I'm mentioning now the last version that I reviewed was Assassin V7. There's probably going to be a V8, maybe potentially by the time you're watching this review. But just that you know, Assassin changes, so it might V8 might fit another place in this category, so just be aware. But V7 is again one of these good all-around experience. Actually, V6, by the way, was just a smack you in the face. This is one of the most aggressive pre-workouts ever. This one is more of a feel-good all-around experience. Not too much, not too rigid, just perfect. You can always go, take it, and feel good about yourself. So this is the ones that fit this part of the list. Now again, there's a bunch of others that I'm not mentioning here, right? Zeus by Godside to Slabs, The Street. There's like a bunch of others that I'm not mentioning here, but just that you know, these ones are the ones that I would say if you haven't tried them, give this ones a shot, right? All of them DMHA pre-workouts. The second category is feel-good nootropic focus experiences. Yeah, so the ones I'm going to mention here, what their superpower is, again, all around great pre-workouts, STIM Junkie pre-workouts, all DMHA or DMAA. What I'm going to mention though, they have superpower as far as tunnel vision focus, but very different. I'm going to mention 3 pre-workouts here, and I'm going to tell you why they're different from each other, even though they're all in this nootropic focus category. The first one is Dark Labs Crack DMAA pre-workout. Now, listen, even though it's called crack, you're not going to be cracked. This is a feel-good, but with a superpower around tunnel vision focus. Very hard to find right now, so I might be wasting a place on this list because right now it's impossible to find. If it does come back, I'm gonna give this a shot 2023. If it does come back, give this one a shot. Just great tunnel vision, feel good experience. Not too much, no alpha yohimbin. Your heart rate is not gonna go up, just in the zone, tunnel vision focus. The second one in this part is The Power by Badass Labs, which is a badass name. The Power is very different. It's a DMHA pre-workout, very different from crack. Power is wired energy. You're gonna be so freaking wired. It's more intense. The energy slap is harder. You're gonna be wired. Wired energy. It's not a lot of mood elevation, just wired energy. Badass Labs Power. If you need something that will take your mind off shit, this one, man oh man. If you can take it, it hits hard. The third one here is a newcomer. Nexus by Muscle Code Supplements. Yeah, super small company, niche company. I reviewed the new Nexus, the V2, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. This thing, I mentioned that in my review. You'll be floating. This is just a floating, good floating experience. Like it's in the zone bubble. It's a head buzz bubble, but floating. Very different. Like I mentioned, crack is more tunnel vision. Power is wired. Nexus is floating. Very different experience. If you haven't tried Nexus, give this one a shot. If you like that floating experience. Again, solid energy, solid pump, solid everything. But that's the floating nootropic experience. One honorable mention in this part of the category is a limited edition pre-workout with that. I don't know if you can find it when you see this list. It's Timecop by Apollo Nutrition. If you're looking for a pre-workout that you take in the morning and literally lasts you like an all-day nootropic plus amazing pumps, give Timecop a shot. I don't know if you can find it. I'm going to link below to the full review and to the page on Fitness Deal News. But this is just one of these all-day nootropic energy. So it fits this part, but it's a limited edition anyway. Let's move on. The third category here is Euphoria Head Buzz. Yeah, the Euphoria head buzz. So the ones that I'm going to mention in this part, their superpower is that head buzz. And you know what I feel when you get that almost like, I don't know how to tell it, like you feel something is going on and you feel either happy or angry or just mood elevation, you feel flying. This is the ones that fit this category. And again, all the ones that I mentioned before are going to have some of this. The ones I'm going to mention here have a lot of that euphoric feeling. Yeah. So the first one in this euphoric feeling, Kilo Labs Hybrid. Oh man, oh man. So Kilo Labs Hybrid is the only pre-workout on this list that I would say is happy. Just pure happy. Your day is just going to be better after you take the hybrid pre-workout. I don't know what's in it that makes it feel like that, but this feels happier than any other pre-workout on this list. Just puts you in a good place. You're happy. Just super, super happy pre-workout. Again, of course, energy, pumps, blah, 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 all that stuff. Happy. So Kilo Labs Hybrid. A lot of you probably haven't tried this. Man, give this one a shot. I'm going to link below to the full review. This is such a feel-good experience. The third one in this euphoric, feel-good, mood elevation category is Decimate by Elevate Supps. When I reviewed, I said get ready to fly because this thing will lift off. Such a great experience that you feel the DMHA. All of these pre-workouts that I'm talking about in this list, specifically in the Euphoria Mood Elevation, you feel that this is high quality something that the FDA doesn't like. Same thing for Decimate by Elevate Supps. this thing will get you to fly. Again, very good. It almost could have made my original first category, which is just great all-around pre-workouts estimate. And I was debating, does it fit that one? Because you can always go get it and have a great experience. Or does it fit this mood elevation euphoria? Probably could be either. But if you didn't try the estimate, give this one a shot. Just a very good all-around experience. The next one on this list, and again, I'm trying to keep it short. There's a bunch which I probably missed, right? The next one on this list, and this is an honorable mention. If you have a chance to try the Defiant Unleashed limited edition, man, oh man, this one is sort of, again, could fit the first category, just it's a bit more stronger on the mood elevation and definitely can fit this mood elevation category. Defiant Unleashed limited edition, they only come, so they're available only, I want to say, half of the year, right? So the Defiant Unleashed limited edition is just a great all-around pre-workouts with super strong head buzz. Give this one a shot. The Defiant Unleashed limited edition, there's different flavors because they do it limited edition, different types of parts of the year. But just give this one a shot if you haven't tried this. Like, man, listen, I'm telling you, this thing is in one of my all-time favorite pre-workouts. I'm gonna mention two more really quickly in this euphoria category because I think a lot of you haven't tried them and you are missing out. The first one is gonna be Helios by DNM Nutra. Just an amazing head buzz pre-workouts. I think literally Head Buzz Incoming was the title of my review. This thing, again, strong all-around pre-workout, but the head buzz on it is different. The DMHA, it just feels different. Super strong head buzz experience. Give the Helios a try. Another quick mention, Just Vibes, the GULAG. Yeah, GULAG has that happy, like it's not as happy as the Kilo Labs hybrid, but it has a bit more energy. It's just like a happy, good place, feel good experience. Just Vibes, GULAG. Give this one a try if you haven't tried it. Listen, I really recommend. I'm going to link below to the full review. Okay, this is it for this part. The last part of this list is aggressive rage pre-workouts. Yeah, I only have two on this part of the list. And listen, people, some of you, for this part of the list, for some of you, it might be too much. Yeah, so if you're not a real STIM junkie, if you can't take a lot of alpha yohimbin, if you can't take this smack in the face, then don't give this one a try. The first one on this list is Flame by Dark Labs. Now, Flame by Dark Labs, the first version, what would definitely fit my euphoria head buzz experience. Actually, one of the strongest head buzz experiences ever. V2, they added more slap. Yeah, it smacks. And it smacks really hard. So if you haven't tried Flame V2 and you think you're a STIM junkie, give Flame V2 a try. Now, by the way, might be by the time you watch this list, Dark Labs is going to come back to V1. Then just remember what I said. It's going to fit the euphoric one. It's not going to slap you that hard. Flame V2 slaps. It's rage. Angry, aggressive pre-workout. The second one is again Dark Labs Crack Gold DMAA pre-workout. Now again, super hard to find. Now, I don't know if you're watching this, maybe again I'm wasting a place here on this list. The FDA doesn't like you to be rage, aggressive, happy. They're too worried about other shit. Yeah, she's stupid. The priorities suck, FDA. Suck. Anyway, DMAA pre-workout Crack Gold. Oh man, this thing has so many things going for it. You could, some of you might say, hey man, I didn't feel rage and aggressive. For me, I'm a STIM junkie. This felt happy. This felt focused. It feels everything. Crack Gold feels everything. But it is aggressive. It has a lot of alpha yo. Some of you might be too much. If you haven't tried it, if you run into it, it's very hard to find right now. Give this one a shot. It's an amazing experience. Listen, people, this is it for this list. Yeah, I could go forever. This could be a 2 hours list. And some of you are going to jump and say, but TJ, what about Inhuman? What about Zeus? What about The Street? What about this? What about Symbiote? What about Eris Titanium? There's so many great DMHA, DMAA pre-workouts out there. I could go forever. I try to do a couple of things like I mentioned. I try to give you a list of the ones that I really think of when I go and I want to try something. And also some of you, I try to get some newcomers here so you have an opportunity to try something new and give these companies also a shot because, you know, there are not these big brands that you're going to find everywhere. By the way, this is STIM Junkie pre-workouts, so you're not going to find them anywhere. Listen, people, like I mentioned, I'm going to link below to the full reviews. I'm going to link below to the page on Fitness Deal News where you can find coupon deals, support the channel while saving money. Listen, people, this is the best STIM Junkie, DMHA, DMAA, Supps Central pre-workouts entering 2023. Might do an update in 6 months from now just because there's so many things that come in that are new. But listen, people, you can't go wrong with anyone that I mentioned. Hopefully this list was helpful in the way that I categorized it. Listen, people, if you're new here, subscribe because we do a lot of reviews. All the stuff I mentioned is just maybe 10% of the pre-workouts and fat burners and nootropics that I review. So subscribe, give this video a like. See you later.